I'm currently recording this a couple of days before New Year's actually comes around, but I really wanted to make this video just to say a couple things about 2019 and the end of the decade and etc. etc. I don't want to keep the video too long. I just wanted to say a couple things and just say that 2019 was definitely a weird year for me because it seemed like the year went on really fast but also really slow at the same time. Like there are plenty of games that came out this year that I didn't realize had came out this year until I finally realized that they did. And it was really weird. This was a good year for me, for myself personally, not like on my channel or anything, but me personally as an individual. This was a decent year for me as myself, and I feel like I really had changed a lot over the course of the past couple years, and I have matured a lot more than what I was, and I feel like as I myself as a person, I feel like I'm becoming a lot more better, and I'm really proud of myself for that. And I'm really happy that I'm being a lot more confident in myself. I'm much more happy about myself than what I was before, because this was something that I definitely struggled to do a lot before in the past when I was growing up and going to school. Going to school, it was really tough for me because I just didn't have any confidence because, I didn't have very many friends and I was bullied a lot. And then now, obviously, the years have passed on and I have grown and I've matured. I've become a lot more confident in myself and who I am as an individual. And I really can't thank anyone other than my best friends and the whole entire world, the entire universe. If it wasn't for my friends who I continue to talk to on a daily basis, uh, I don't know what I would have done. I don't know how I would have been as a person, as an individual. Uh, they're probably not watching this video, which it doesn't really matter if they're watching it or not. But I can't thank my friends enough. I can't thank my family enough. Uh, just they really did a lot for me as just who I am and who I was shaped up to be, and I'm really happy about that. And it's something fantastic that I'm glad that I'm able to be who I am now and be happy about myself and who I've become over time. And yeah, but other than that, just the year 2019 was also more weird in different aspects other than that because of a lot of different things that happened throughout the year. School shootings obviously happened. A lot of political things happened this year as well. But something that affected me way more than I thought was going to was the death of Etika. For those of you who may have not heard for whatever reason, a YouTuber slash streamer, Etika, a couple months back had jumped off the Brooklyn Bridge and he committed suicide. And I remember when news came out of his suicide video came out, and people said it was a scheduled video and that he may have already done it and he was just completely missing. No one knew where he was. No one knew if he was still alive, and I was waiting and hoping and praying honestly that he would be okay and that he would come back and he would go out and seek the help that he actually needed and deserved. But unfortunately, he was found dead in the river by the Brooklyn Bridge. He was pulled out of the shore, and that affected me way more heavily than I thought it was going to. Uh, I don't know why. It wasn't even like Etika was my favorite YouTuber or streamer content creator. It wasn't like he was my favorite content creator or anything, but I think it was just because of his personality and his character and who he portrayed himself off to be. He was a very likable person to be around and to watch as a content creator, and knowing that he had committed suicide really affected me a lot because of the fact that he felt like he didn't have from my perspective, it seemed like he felt like he didn't have anyone to talk to really. He didn't have anyone to really connect with and have someone be there for him. And it's really sad because the fact that I'm able to be blessed enough to have those people in my life that are able to do that, it you know, it destroys me, but at the same time, it helps me and it saves me and prevents me from doing the unthinkable. And I'm still, mourning his death. I'm still incredibly upset that Etika is, gone and he'll never return, he'll never come back, he'll never be around, and this is very sad, and I still can't believe it. So I said it before a couple months ago when I made the video talking about J Station, which I don't even want to get about that, but rest in peace Desmond and Mofa. Joy-Con Boys forever. Hashtag Joy-Con Boys forever. But other than that, just the year kind of just went on and did its own thing, and it really was just super weird. 2019 was a weird year, but it wasn't a bad year, at least for me personally. From my point of view, it was a decent year for me. But overall, as a decade, it was a weird decade. It was a weird decade for me because, the decade started in 2010 and it's ending in 2019 and going into 2020. And obviously that's where I had did the most of my growth, because at 2010 I was 10 years old. I'm currently 19 years old and I'm turning 20 next year. And of course the decade was very, obviously all over the place because of the fact that I had to do a lot of maturing, a lot of growing up. And as I explained earlier in the video already, I was bullied a lot in school, and I didn't have very many friends, and now I'm at the point in my life where I'm a lot more comfortable with myself and a lot more comfortable with my life. And overall, I would say that the decade has made me appreciate my life a lot more than I did before. As I did grow up and as I did mature, I slowly grew more of appreciation for my life and for who I have in my life, more than I ever did before in the past, because during that time I was still incredibly upset about how my life had completely flipped its head around, and just how my family was kind of seemingly destroying itself, and the fact that I had to kind of move on and live the rest of my life without really my mom in my life. Not that she passed away or anything, but just that my parents kind of separated and she went and did her own thing, and now she's raising my little brother and sister. And I know why she did it. She did it for herself, and even though she would have wanted to take me, she knew it was better for me to stick with my grandparents than for her to take me along with her, because she would have struggled a lot more if she did have me and my brother at that time. So I'm not mad at her for that. I will never be mad at her for that, because she works harder than anyone that I have ever known in my entire life. And uh, I'm incredibly proud. I'm incredibly proud of her. I'm incredibly proud of what she's done and what she's accomplished, and my lifetime as I've known her, obviously. And hopefully I'll have a better relationship with her, because with her being so busy, she doesn't have time to really talk to me as much as she would probably want to. But hopefully that changes in the new decade. But other than that, that's just kind of the video. I didn't really have anything else to really kind of mention, other than at the end of the video, I want to mention that a couple more videos are going to be coming out over the course of the next couple days. There are a couple of new games that I have that I want to talk about and review, because I think some of them are really good. And then, of course, there are a couple of anime episodes that I have to review in the next coming days. The My Hero Academia episode and the next Boruto episode. Yesterday, at the time of me recording this, on Saturday, you got the last Boruto episode review, which is 137. So now you're going to be getting 138. So expected to come around the next just couple days. Like I said, today's, I believe, Sunday. And because it's almost New Year's, and because you're probably going to be watching this on New Year's, just expect them when you're going to expect them. If they're already out, then go and watch them. But if they're not out, then expect them to come around in the next few coming days, not weeks. I'm not going to, try to procrastinate and keep them out, keep them delayed at all. I'm going to try to, do as much as I can and get those videos out, because I have a lot on my mind of what I want to say about, specific stuff that I have on my mind. So Yeah, without further ado, that's the end of the video. If you did enjoy, be sure to leave a like, and if you aren't subscribed for more videos just like this, have a happy new year. I hope you guys have a fantastic holiday for Christmas, and remember to tell your family that you love them and that they mean more than anything in the world to you. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a happy new year again, once more. I'll see you guys next time. I'm out. Peace.